All right, Coach. It just seems like every time we score, you've always mentioned that the next 5 minutes of defending are very important. Talk about what you saw in that goal on the road versus Las Vegas.
Well, they were able to get out wide. What was surprising is the guy that's been really outstanding in preventing crosses, Andrew, just kind of fell asleep and didn't defend the cross as well as he has been. So their player was able to get the ball across. Two guys made a run, and unfortunately Connor kind of fell asleep and not filled in the gap that he was supposed to in the near post. He was even with Andrew instead of being slightly to his right towards the goal of him. And then Kyle had to make a decision between going with the guy who was centrally or the guy making the run, and he was a little late going with the guy making the run. He headed the ball. Maybe, in my opinion, humble opinion, maybe Nico could have been a step closer towards the post to maybe have a better jump at it. And it wasn't. So it was an array. You can't say that it was just one guy at fault, two guys at fault. It was an array of things that maybe could have prevented that goal. And unfortunately for us, 2.5, 3 minutes later, that's not acceptable. I mean, we were on the road. We scored a really, really good goal. Our momentum was there, and if you saw for most of the game, we were fine. We had the possession. We created some chances. We still needed to be cleaner in the final third, but I thought relatively we played well. But we said it. Set pieces, whether it was a corner or throw-in, because they have a guy who can throw the ball like there's no tomorrow, and on crosses. Well, they scored two out of the, two goals like that, and so. It was no surprise. They didn't surprise us on how they were capable of hurting us. Unfortunately, we didn't react correctly.
And now, got Reno, one of the top teams in the Western Conference. How do you stop their dangerous attack?
Making sure we defend as a unit. Two of the goals that we gave up down there, we basically gave it to them. By poor defending. One was started with a pass, and another one the guy just dribbled through us, and nobody touched him. Nobody, put a tackle on him. So that's a problem. When we can't defend, or when we're giving goals away, that's just not special with a team like that. But prior to them scoring the goal, we had two really golden opportunities to put, to get on the score sheet. So again, if we don't score those goals, we're going to get punished.
And now it's been a very different team that you've seen them from the last time we played Reno. What can you tell me about Reno, and what can you kind of expect from them?
Well, I mean, they've been playing on a diamond in the middle. They have some really dynamic guys that make really good runs from deep. They combine really well. Herself scoring a lot of goals up front. So it's just very dynamic. Their two outside backs fly. In particular, with Duke on the left side, he creates so much havoc with his pace and dribbling ability. Two big boys in the back that are dangerous on set pieces. However, they are receptive to the counter because they send so many numbers forward. The question is whether we're capable of retaining the ball and combining. I think at Reno, when we combined and when we were, using our third man to run, we were causing them some fits. The problem was when we were receiving balls and one guy wanted to dribble past two or three, we lost it just about every time. So that's not going to work against a team like that. And if our players are not mature to realize that, it's going to be a long day. So that's something that we've been talking about, we've been working on in regards to moving the ball, making sure we see where the spaces are, and hopefully being able to take advantage of those spaces. It's a team they're scoring bunches. Very difficult to shut them out. So our defense has to be really, really sharp for us to be able to pull something off.
Good.